Kia ora, I'm David Chester with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This will get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, China is stumbling and central banks are fiercely focused on controlling high inflation, so the chances of a global recession in 2023 seem to be building. But last week, only 156,000 Americans made jobless claims, taking the total number on these benefits to just 1.275 million, an historic low. Whatever else might be going on, the Americans still have a very tight labour market. In American retail sales rose more than expected in August from July and bouncing back from the disappointing prior month. However, there were two regional Fed surveys out overnight and neither of them were especially positive. In fact, the Fed's National Monitoring of Industrial Production reported a small retreat in August, one that wasn't expected. And it looks like a deal has been reached in the nationwide American rail labour dispute, one that should avoid strike action. That has been a big threat hovering over their near-term economic activity. In China, their 7 largest banks dropped term deposit rates in coordination yesterday. It was their first decrease in 7 years and strongly hints at fast weakening loan demand, probably led by mortgage demand. But with many economists now forecasting 2022 Chinese growth to be only 3%, business loan demand is likely much lower too. And China again deferred tax payments for SMEs, the third time in 12 months they've taken this emergency action. In Australia, the Melbourne Institute survey of year-ahead consumer inflation expectations fell to 5.4% in August from 5.9% in July. And Australia reported its August labour market activity yesterday, and that showed a good 59,000 expansion in full-time jobs and a fall in part-time jobs. A new study by the World Bank says a recession is possible next year if monetary tightening and the focus on beating inflation remains the goal of central banks. Container shipping costs are falling even faster now, down 8% from last week alone, to be 50% lower than year-ago levels, which were admittedly quite high. The key Shanghai-Los Angeles rates are collapsing, down 11% last week alone, and are now down by 2/3 from year-ago levels. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 3.46% and up 5 basis points from this time yesterday. And the price of gold will open today at just on $1,665 an ounce, and dropping $32 from this time yesterday. That's a 2-year low. And oil prices start today $4 lower at just on $85 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now $90.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar will open today at just on 59.8 US cents, and nearly a half a cent lower than this time yesterday. For the week, that's a 1.2% devaluation. Since the start of the month, that's a 2.5% devaluation. And since the start of the year, the devaluation has been 12.5%. Against the Australian dollar, we're marginally lower than yesterday at 89 Aussie cents. Against the euro, we're lower at 59.8 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at 69.5 and a new 2-year low. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.